what's called a mayor's budget, which is where the appropriations are looking to go. We're gonna look at that a little bit more closely and put appropriations before council here before the end of the year. But based on the mayor's budget and the estimate that we have so far for revenues, the appropriations are well within the revenues, and the city is looking to decrease that general fund deficit in 2017. Correct. The appropriations are within the recovery plan that's currently in existence. Yes.
And so when you say that, you're saying that both, not only the deficit should improve to some extent, but there will then also be some continued improvement on payables? Is that yet to be seen as you go through the year?
That is yet to be seen. The appropriations maintain, the city has been current on all their utility and healthcare payments, as well as their salaries and pension. Historically, the city has not always been able to say that, but finance has been diligent in making sure that they are. And any extra revenues that are available that comes in, finance has been using it to pay down the payables. But you can see from the agent report, a lot of the payables are lawsuits.
Are there any other questions on the financial report, the financial supervisor? All right. Move on to report of council. No report? We have listed monitoring of the financial recovery plan, and I understand what Tisha just indicated, which is that the 2017 budget is coming in line with what's currently in the financial plan. And one of the things that this commission is charged with looking at on an annual basis is whether or not the financial plan is adequate to assist the city in recovery, and it sounds like you indicated both. I guess this is something that apparently comes up under old business because it should be looked into on a fairly regular basis. I guess I'll start by asking Tisha, if in fact, in your opinion, there really is no need for the commission to look at a change either now or in January with what you're seeing, at least at this point, for the 2017 budget. Is that correct to say?
I know the 17 budget is within the existing recovery plan.
In 2016 is going, it appears you'll land with a positive balance. I mean, I understand we've got GRF deficit, we've got a payables list, but you're not going to land negative, which would be against the financial plan.
Correct.
And you're saying positive cash balance.
Correct. Okay. Well, and not my understanding would be, while there's been shifts to the general fund, there's not been something in the current plan that was not tended to, something that was not achieved this year.
Correct. The city made reductions in personnel in 16, and that was in the recovery plan. There were some items in the plan that did not come into fruition, but that was never built into the numbers. So as far as the plan currently stands for the forecast, the city is within that forecast.
I guess I would, and if there are other questions on the plan, certainly, but I would think that maybe what we could do for the next meeting also is to have a review of the financial plan, so we can see, what all was in the plan, what all actually was transacted. If something needs to be removed, for instance, or just indicate it's no longer applicable, then we do that, just so we take a look at it, and we update it to the extent that we can, so that it's a document that continues to work and serve the city. So, I think we can look at that at the next meeting, go through the update, discuss whether or not there is any other need for a change in it, and then take that up next year as a part of the ongoing effort here. Is there anything else on the recovery plan?
Sir,
Yes.
Margaret Thomas, council person. I don't know whether it is done by design, but there on the agenda is no public participation or questions that is usually on the previous agenda.
Oh, you may have come in late. I had indicated, it was point number 4 on the agenda. Point number 4 on our agenda is public participation. I had asked if anybody was here to provide public participation.
It's up.
Yeah.
It's up top.
Did you want to provide?
No, I just didn't see it where it.
Oh, okay. It's on. I moved it up because I didn't know whether we were going to have a lot or little, and so I wanted to manage the meeting around knowing, and I didn't hear anybody.
Is that where you're going to have it from now on, or do we look at the bottom?
Certainly if the commission has an opinion. I have other commissions that I run, and I usually have it earlier.
That's fine.
Mostly because it just helps to know how many people are going to participate, and we can manage the meeting from there. And it just seems to work better for me as a chair
Sounds like a plan.
to manage the meeting. So,
Works.
if there's no objection, we'll maintain it a little bit earlier in the agenda. Okay. Then on to new business, and back to the 2017 budget. We do have a little bit of business to transact here. Then again, getting back to our charge and the Chapter 118, it indicates that we are supposed to have oversight. This commission is supposed to have oversight of the budget process, but also that we work with our financial supervisors to provide that. And so, given that, I don't think there would be anything else that would come before this commission, at least as far as I know, at this point.